So with the recent restrictions, a lot of the tourist sites are closed. So what we've opted to do is come out and try to find some of these free sites that are just out here on these trails. So here we found the Heritage Trail. And this was only about, what, 15 minutes drive from our apartment?
No, 6 minutes.
Oh, 6 minutes?
Yeah.
Wow, so it's pretty close. So there's a few points of interest up here, and we're gonna head and find them. I think there was a cave, right?
There was, yes.
There was a cave. There was like a 1,000-year-old carob tree. Carob trees are a tree that are used, if I'm saying this correctly, basically like as an alternative for like cocoa to make chocolate. And I believe this road, in general, as we came in, said the Roman road. It looks like there's a little EU-sponsored sign here that is speaking a bit about the Roman road. It says the Roman road, the Pilgrim's Way, so it's certainly an ancient way here. But we're gonna head up and check it out. If you're curious, come along. So I got a bit more information about the site and the road itself. It's over 2,000 years old. And this site here actually lists a few of the sites that you can see along the way. It says overall the trail takes about 90 minutes to complete. And it does mention the carob tree. And it also mentions the cave. And there is a burial cave, another burial cave, a Neolithic temple. It says there's a grove, a Punic tomb, a farmer's hut, a troglodyte cave, a granary and a well, and other prehistoric tombs, a pillbox, and a Roman bath, and other things as well. We're gonna head up and see how many of these things we can find. If you look just off to the side of the trail here, there's actually a channel for water that runs down to a reservoir and then out to the sea. But we've actually found this set of steps here, and we found our first little cave here. So this was the, did it say galley? The galley cave. Let's go in and check it out. I got my light. I don't know how much light it'll provide for us, but ooh.
Oh, look at that. It's like ancient graffiti.
Oh yeah, or maybe it was a door or something?
Well, the sign out there said that it was like a boat is what they're saying.
Oh, I see. Like I see it now. Yeah, I can see it much better. There's the base, and then that would be like the sails.
The sail, right?
Watch out for spiders hanging from the roof. Looks like some animals go back in there. This is a decent sized cave. I mean,
Yeah.
for maybe pilgrims on their way up.
Right. They said it would have been for habitation, I think.
One of the things I read on the sign was saying that this was a pilgrimage. The pilgrims would come through here, and the pilgrims would have been heading for the Church of Our Lady, which I assume is going to be a site that we may or may not come across, but is at least along this trail. So just above that cave, we found on this little trail what looks like another cave-like structure. There's a little man-made wall here. Oh, neat. I wonder if a lot of this was just reconstructed. Looks like that would have been all walled up, but it's collapsed. Some pretty interesting dwellings in here. Like there's like a little spot you could like sleep under there, I guess. What was under there? Like a little chamber?
Oh, neat. Yeah. It just, I mean, it looks like a hole, but.
Oh, yeah. You could tuck down in there and sleep.
Sure could.
Just out here is actually an ancient place where they would keep bees. Let's go show you that. So this is pretty neat. As we come out, I noticed there's just a ton of wild anise here. Just here. The stuff, if you grab it, it's super oily. Is it super potent?
Oh, yeah.
And I just noticed too these, look at all these pollinators. A bunch of beetles and bees in these flowers. Pretty neat. It's definitely springtime. Let's go check out this ancient bee keeping site. So here is the apiary, which was a building that was designed for keeping bees. And it was saying that this one was Punic Roman. Is that what it was saying?
Yes.
It was saying there was actually a set of them here, but some of them have collapsed. But there's little doors here. Let's go in and take a peek.
Oh my gosh, this one first?
Yeah, let's go.
Holy crap.
Pretty tight in there, huh?
Yep. Whoa, definitely need a flashlight. Oh, this is freaking cool.
So I guess the bees would have come in through these little outlets and just been inside of these little rooms and these little caves. And it was saying that they would build them facing south. Oh no, she snagged. They would build them facing south for, of course, maximum warmth and light. There's another one just here on this other side. Let's go check it out. So here from the outside, you can see the bees would have entered in through these holes. And then I guess the beekeepers would have come in through these small doors to gather the honey. They're not very large, but I guess as far as bees go,
it's a mansion.
Yeah, it's huge. Pretty neat if you ask me. We found the 1,000-year-old carob tree. This plaque here actually says that this was really good to have near the apiary because the bees would feed off of the flowers, which makes sense, of course. And it was saying that the seeds would be collected and strung and dried, and then rosaries would be made from them. That's pretty neat. But it's certainly an impressive tree. I mean, look at the base of it there. 1,000 years old, it says.
So the carob tree, they would take their seeds and use them as units of measure. So the Arabic word for carob is karat, which is how we get carat for gold and diamonds and all that good stuff. That's
awesome. Check out some of these signs. This is literally like the face of the apiary that's up here. And this is just under this carob tree. Here's another view of it. That sign there and that sign down there did also say that this is the oldest carob tree on the islands. Look how gnarly the top of this tree is. It's so amazing. It's just so old that it's just grown and split. And just look at these patterns. And then here's just another apiary. And I think there's actually another one down here. Look at that. I wonder if that was like a little bowl that they would put like sweet water in for the bees.
That would make sense.
Something like that.
This sign here says that it was used first for burial purposes, then human habitation, then production of honey, and then storage.
So as far as burial purposes, I think it was like an urn storage. They would store urns here. So let's check this one out. I just came in here and it looked certainly much bigger than the other ones.
It's really quite huge.
Right? Can you imagine coming in here to collect honey? And I wonder if the bees would naturally form like combs hanging from the walls instead of, because obviously there's not beehives in here. So what if they just have naturally formed hives that hung from the walls? So this looks like a pretty interesting cave. It's a lot larger than the other ones. And by the looks of it, it certainly was, I would say people were staying in this cave, living in this cave, if not maybe some type of worship, because look at all these little candle spots. And you can see where the candles have blackened the walls. But there's all these little niches in the walls.
Right, there's so many of them.
And then there's this little cubby spot here.
Right, I bet this was like some sort of temple or something, because it's kind of big.
Right, and look at how blackened the ceiling is from all this smoke. Pretty interesting rock wall there. So you can see here the crosses that would have been carved originally. I believe they've been painted over in modern times to show them. But you can see the etching or the groove from their original etching points. And that would have been from the pilgrims on their pilgrimage coming up to the church. Look at this view of the land here. It's just beautiful. But there's just the beautiful waters of the Mediterranean there. Some of the signage at the bottom there said that there's actually grooves cut in this road for the animals to be able to get a footing as they pulled up carts and stuff. And it looks like, if you see here, there's definitely some that you can still see pretty good. And that would have certainly been smart for them to allow to get their carriages further up this road. Look at all these snails on here. It's pretty cool. So we did find the farmer's hut here is actually saying that this is a reconstruction using the stones that would have been on the ground here. Let's go inside and check it out. It said there was a cave actually just here, and that it's believed that this may have been an extension of the cave itself. So the people who lived in the cave would have created this as an extension to their dwelling. Pretty neat. It says it's basically constructed without mortar.
An oil lamp niche?
Yeah, I think that's what it was saying. There was a little...
Or no, maybe this is the oil lamp niche. Oh, there was a huge lizard that scared the crap out of me.
Did he dip out?
Yeah, he did.
Nice.
Because I freaked him out. Sorry, lizard.
Huh. I just saw actually over here there was a cactus, and someone had carved their name in it a year ago to date almost. And so I was a bit disappointed. Like, people don't respect these sites. Like, look at here. If you carry trash in here, pack it out. Like, it's not that difficult.
It's a swastika.
Oh. Apparently there was a swastika here.
Not anymore.
Rachel had to deface the defacing. And look at here. More trash. It's amazing how people don't care to carry stuff out like that. It's weird. It's weird to me. People don't care though, I guess. I've said it before and I'll say it again. People don't care. Whatever's more convenient for them. So here's this little cave. I just came around the corner here. Let me get my... Ooh, there's two caves here. Got my light. Let's go in. Let me get the light on the camera in. The light on here. Nice. Right? That's cool, huh? They're next door to each other. Look at this. Huh. This could have been like a very nice spot to just rest up here. Maybe they laid down. Trippy. Huh. Look, more trash. Don't be like those guys. Be respectful. Pack it in, pack it out. I learned that when I was a kid, and I've always followed by it to this date. Let's go next door and see the next door neighbor's house. I bet these were perfect for keeping cool in the summertime. These thick rock walls above would have probably held a lot of that heat at bay. And then these little niches, or at least these little windows and doors, would have let a nice breeze in here. Pretty cool. I think this is like the third or fourth cave that we found here. It's pretty cool. Certainly was an established little hill. Well, what do you think about these holes we found? Should we go in?
I mean, I think so. It looks a little precarious, but...
There's this one here, and then there's one over here. And it looks like they're little caves, and if you went down into there, who knows how much space is in there, but there certainly looks like there's enough space to enter into them. I think I'm going to hop down in there. Will you hold this?
Yep.
It's on.
Okay, got your light?
Yeah. Whoa, slippery.
Oh my gosh, be careful.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
All right, guys, I'm going in. Let me get this flash on. Hopefully nothing attacks my butt. Oh.
Watch your head.
Extreme close up. Oh, it's just a little tiny cave. What's that? Looked like something was jumping around over there. So these would have been perfect little caves to stash out in. Let's go check out that other one. I don't know if I can fit down in that other one, but I'll try. Let's check out this second one. Hopefully it's a little bigger than the other one, but either way, they're pretty neat to check out. You want to hold that?
Yep.
Might as well go in backwards again. My mask on, just in case COVID's hiding in there. No, No, I just don't want it to fall off on the dirty ground. Oh. Oh, let's see. Tripod action. Oh. Ooh, my butt's all up on the roof. Oh.
Watch out for spiders.
Or freaking snakes. Oh, this one's actually much smaller. It's very, it's, you know, the smell's very organic. It's like really dank. Pretty neat, pretty neat. Let's head out. Well, we just found a sign, guys, next to these other holes in the ground. And apparently, according to the sign, what I've been climbing into has been Neolithic tombs. That's surprising. I didn't know I was in a tomb. Maybe I should climb down in these ones.
I mean, you know, if you did 2 of them, you might as well check out the others.
I tell you, these aren't the easiest to get into. Oops.
Being that nothing was ever supposed to get in or out of them.
Yeah, just the guy bringing the body in. It wasn't supposed to be like a in or out thing, constant. Let's see. Oh, hopefully there's not somebody already down in one of these. Oh, let's see if I can get that to stand up. Oh, I feel like they're getting tighter and tighter. Oh. Yeah, this one's, it almost looks like it's connected to the other one. Oh, sorry guys, give me a sec. Let me get organized. So here's a look inside of this one. Looks like almost like these were different niches, like maybe there was 3 people buried in here. And this one, let's see. See if I can get down through here. Oh. Getting my bum a little dirty. Nice. Made it.
They connect?
Yeah.
How cool.
Yeah, there's like little niches in here. Pretty cool. And here's Rachel again.
Wow, hi.
Here, want to grab that?
Yep.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
Well, we found a couple more of the Neolithic tombs. I don't know if I want to climb into any more. They're a little dank and nasty, but pretty cool. Here's another one here. So the sign was saying that they are like 5,500 years old. So that's pretty neat. I climbed in a 5,000-year-old tomb. I can't say a lot of people have done that. So I'm going to scratch that off my bucket list. All right, what have we found now?
So now we found some Punic tombs, or a Punic tomb. And I just learned that Punic refers to the Punic Wars between Rome and the Carthaginians.
Carthaginians. That
Carthaginians. I think that's right.
So take a look, guys. So it says that there was I guess like a 2-meter square room down in there. I'm guessing if I got down in there, I could climb up on this ledge. So I think I'm going to hop down in there. What do you guys think? Should I check it out? Yeah, you know I should. Come on, let's go. Here, hold that.
Yep.
All right, if I fall and die, you can have the camera.
Thanks. And your life insurance.
Oh, you know what? I need the flashlight.
Oh, okay. Here, no, I'll just hand it to you. Oh, it's on.
That does happen with that thing.
All right.
All right, let's get the light on the camera on. And the flashlight on bright. All right, let's go in here, guys. Oh. Ooh, spiders. I don't know if I want to go in this one. Here, where's the stick? I gotta fight these spiders off real quick. Nice. Spider stick. Spider stick. Spider stick.
Good thing they can rebuild that within a day.
Yeah, I didn't kill them. They're fine. All right, let's see. Oh. Well, it's not too big. I guess I don't need to go in here. But you can get an idea. This was a little tomb, and then there's this little pit here. I'm not sure what that was all about. Pretty neat, though. Now I would hate to have not looked and then regretted not going in there. This ancient road sure is extensive if you see it. Just keeps going and going that way. There's a neat little hut here. I just took a look in there. It was just a little tiny room. We're gonna head back through this trail and head back towards the car, and I'll give you a bit of a view of the little trails through here. It really is just a neat place to just come get a bit of exercise. Actually, we saw quite a few people who were out just for a jog or a walk, and so if you're interested in history, you can certainly come check it out. But if you just wanted to get a little bit of exercise, it's certainly a great place to come and explore as well. I'm probably gonna get us lost, but I saw this little trail and I figured I would come show you guys. There's just a bunch of little trailheads through here.
Wild sweet peas.
Oh, really?
Yep, I think so.
Look at how big these bolts are. I think this is the anise, but bolting. I'm not sure though. But either way, they're really big bolts. They're huge. Like, this is a huge bolt. It's taller than me. But as you see, the trails just kind of wind through, and there's a bunch of offshoots. So you could really just get lost in here and explore for several hours. Is that some time? Yep, I found some time.
Nice.
A little thyme bush here. So we found some wild thyme and some wild anise. That's pretty cool. My hands smell pretty tripped now. It's pretty neat in here actually how some of these trails just kind of wander off into the wilderness. This is a nice little shady area. I don't know if someone was trying to set up a little camp spot here or some kids playing around. There's a little fire pit and a little seat over here. Kind of neat though, and then that just kind of pops back out onto this main trail. So as I was just saying, like, you really can just wander around for quite some time. And this road here, it really just keeps going, so you could just wander around here and get lost. Not literally, hopefully, but you know what I mean. Do a bit of exploring and just stretch your legs out a bit. It's beautiful out here. Look at this tree in blossom.
And that yellow is so vibrant.
Right? Surprised there's not more pollinators on here. Yeah, there's just a lot of flowers in bloom right now since it's the spring. It's really neat. So just a short car ride from the trail, we saw that there was this section of this ancient road where you could really see the cart grooves in the road. Check this out. I'm curious if anyone could tell me, is the road created with the grooves so that the carts can move smoothly along the road? Or were the grooves created by the carts? I'm very curious about that. But look how deep some of these get. It's pretty cool. It's very neat, and it kind of just is this one section because it goes into dirt, and then just here it goes back into the modern road. I guess maybe they built over it or something to that effect. But just down here is a pillbox, and also that says there's a Roman bath down here. We're gonna go check it out. Here's this old pillbox here. You can see on the corners where they would have fired out of the corners with their rifles. And you can see in here, the soldiers would have just been inside of here in this small room defending this hill up here. I'll show you this other side. There's another little slot there they could look out of, and then another corner. I'm assuming all four corners have the pillbox site, and then there's another slot they would have fired out of, and they could have just seen out over this hill. But you can see here on this sign that it says that the Roman baths are down this way. We're gonna see if we can find them. Pretty neat set of stairs here carved into the rock, and I think if we head this way, according to the map, we should be able to find the Roman bath. It's a pretty neat little journey either way. A little overgrown, but not terribly.
It adds to the charm.
Yeah, it definitely adds to the charm. Oh, looks like some... Look at, there's like a little cave there. Oh, look, here's a...
Look, it's it.
This is it here?
Yeah.
Oh, this is the Roman baths here. Apparently we found it. Oh, neat. We can go inside. Wow. When does it say it was
500 BC.
Ooh,
So the same Punic times when that one other tomb we found was.
Wow, look at this. It's pretty neat. This is pretty big in here.
Wow.
So these would have just been the areas where the water was, I guess. And look, it almost looks like there was a drain there. You see that?
Yes, it does look like a drain.
Which looks kind of similar to that groove there.
Right, maybe it went out and underneath.
And that's a neat little niche there. Wonder if they would have had some type of statues or something in those little niches.
Probably,
Or
you know, some sort of god representation.
right? Wow, this is cool.
It did say it had the traditional Roman bath structure with the 3 separate rooms.
So it's like cool water, medium water, and hot water or
Right.
something like that, right?
Exactly.
Look at, I wonder what that was. Water drainage from the rocks, or
Wow.
it's interesting, huh? Let's go up there. So this is the second room. And there's this third room up here you can enter into. Check out that. That's really cool. Watch your head. And then there's just this, maybe that was just a pit of water there. Maybe you dumped in there, or who knows. Check out this archway just above that door as we came in. It's pretty neat. It's pretty solid still.
Right, that portion still looks pretty dang sturdy.
Right? But we're gonna head out, guys. Thanks for coming along on our journey today and checking out this beautiful trail and these other small sites that are just near the trail. If you are curious, we'll leave the name for the trail, and I'll also leave a pin on Google Maps so you can find it, and then the Roman bathhouse and the little grooves in the trail there were just nearby. But thanks for coming along. Stay safe and stay sane out there.